All right, everybody, welcome to our webinar, Google Apps for the Construction and Trades Industry, Building a Better Empire. My name is Damon Tackett, and I'm with Dido, a Google Apps premier reseller, and we're among the first 20 Google partners, and we are currently ranked number 3 out of what is now over 6,000 partner companies worldwide, which I'll explain in more detail later on. So today I'm going to be your Google Apps project foreman, and we are going to demonstrate how Google Apps for Business is helping construction and trades companies work in the future today. This is going to take around 45 minutes, and we'll open it up to questions at the end. We appreciate all of you being here, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, here's a look at Google's high-powered tool belt. What is Google Apps? Google Apps is a cloud-based productivity suite that helps you and your team connect and get work done from anywhere on any device. It's simple to set up, use, and manage, allowing you to work smarter and focus on what really matters. It's your mail, calendar, and document collaboration platform combined with lightning-fast communication features. And for companies looking to work in the future today, it's everything they've dreamed of and so much more. All right, it's also Drive. Google Drive makes collaborating as easy as creating as you watch documents come to life. Real-time sharing and simultaneous editing makes collaboration as easy as creation. It's also Calendar. It lets you organize your life with ease with tools like Smart Scheduler. It's designed for teams. Calendars help teams stay organized and find time together. One of my favorite pieces of Google's technology is their Google Hangouts. Hangouts let you video conference with team members face-to-face in real time. You can hold an online video meeting in Hangouts with up to 15 participants, start the meeting from Gmail, or schedule it in Calendar, and join from your laptop, mobile phone, or tablet. And finally, we're going to look at Google Maps Coordinate, which allows you to follow your teams in the field in real time, assign jobs, and set deliveries. Google's Map Coordinate is a workforce management tool that improves the efficiency of your mobile teams. People are shown on a Google map, making it easy to assign jobs to the nearest available team member. By getting real-time visibility into where teams are and what jobs they are doing, work can be scheduled in a smarter, more efficient way. Okay, why do construction and trades companies love Google Apps? Because they understand what it means to work better together. They enjoy the freedom to share a little or share a lot with the right people on any project. They understand the importance of being able to collaborate with their teams in real time and get things done better, faster. Construction and trades professionals appreciate having access to all their information anywhere they go. Having the freedom to work from any device means your employees' emails, documents, and calendars are all accessible from their cell phones, laptops, tablets, and other devices. They also love being up to date all the time. Your work is automatically saved with revision histories, so you always have access to your latest file versions, and you'll never click Save again. Google is always making its products better with constant innovations, and the best part is how they stay up to date, because instead of downloading endless software updates as Google makes improvements, you simply click to refresh, and you've got the latest version of Google's technology, always up to date. Finally, construction and trades professionals like having quick and easy access to all their important information as it happens. Business owners and employees using Google Apps forget they once said things like, "I'll check out the final presentation when I get back to the office." Now they're responding to emails from important clients within minutes while they're out at a job site, or they're editing design plans from their laptops at a golf course, or they're taking a break from a roofing job to video conference with other team members on other rooftops. They're no longer prisoners to an outdated, overpriced business infrastructure. They are working in the future now. All right, another big reason construction and trades companies love Google Apps is because all the products using Google's cloud are green, helping you reach your sustainability goals. For some of you that are in attendance today, I visited your company websites, and I noticed that for some, you pride yourselves on building energy-efficient homes and other structures. For others, your websites had award announcements right on the front page for greenest builders or headlines about your eco-friendly practices. When you make the switch to Google Apps for Business, your next company press release can announce that you've gone even greener, and here's why. Let's get scientific for a moment and explain how. Google does this by making sure all their operations are carbon neutral. This is made possible because a significant portion of Google's data center energy comes from renewables. Google's data centers are also 50% more energy efficient than industry's best practices, and Google products are 100% green. With Google Apps, you can simultaneously reduce your operating costs and your environmental impact. So right now, I know what some of you are thinking. No, it won't. No, I can't. You're a liar. Give me an example. So I will give you an example, and here it is. Let's take email as an example. On-premise mail servers are energy intensive, and there's a lot of unused storage capacity that uses power. Gmail, on the other hand, is up to 80 times more efficient than your average premise email. This means the average energy consumption per use is significantly decreased, and you're no longer paying those high energy bills. All right, working in the cloud means no more running out of space, yet another reason construction and trades professionals love Google Apps. Working in the cloud means you're never running out of space because Gmail offers 25 gigabytes of email storage per user, which is 50% more than the industry standard. It also means no more error messages telling you that you've reached your storage capacity. This was a constant frustration of mine at my previous company. We used Microsoft Office for the email there. I was constantly getting these error messages, which forced me to empty out my deleted items, my sent items, whatever it took to be able to send that email I was trying to send at that moment. With Gmail, this is all a thing of the past, and better yet, Google has made it super easy to pull up an email within thousands of emails in seconds using Google's built-in search, which we'll demo for you here shortly. All right, here's something that everybody can appreciate, not just construction and trade professionals, but they do, of course, because Google's technology is powered by the web, and it's very, very cost efficient. Google Apps licenses are simple to purchase, and they offer a lower total cost of ownership when compared to conventional solutions. Per user, both on-premise Exchange and Office 365 plans are significantly more expensive to license and maintain than Google Apps. With your Google Apps licenses, you're getting a true cloud experience with access to all your information on all your devices. While some of our competitors' cloud plans, quote unquote, you're forced to buy additional licenses for your devices. This means one person in your company who needs access to their information from a mobile device, tablet, home desktop, and laptop suddenly becomes a 4-license commitment. Now other users in your company are limited to less licenses, meaning they're limited from where they can work. Suddenly you're surrounded by limits and restrictions, so you pay more to be restricted less. But in an effort to keep costs down, you begin to prioritize your employees' needs, who needs what, where, and that's not how Google thinks. They've made all their pricing and plans simple and affordable for every business size. All right, here is a look at some construction companies who are working in the future today. Here's some of the bigger construction companies working in the future today. Clark Construction is a 4,000 employee company, which Dido helped make the switch away from Lotus Notes to Google Apps. They are the 9th largest general contractor in the United States. BT Mancini is a 300-plus employee company that formerly used Exchange 2003. Cox Shep is a 150-employee company which formerly used Exchange 2007 before Dido helped them make the transition to Google Apps in 2010. Something to point out is that Google Apps is for all business sizes, whether it's a 1 to 5 person startup company, a small, medium-sized business, large corporations. Here at Dido, we do it all. If you're a 2-man painting business and you want to buy 2 licenses, we've got you covered. Google Apps is for everyone and every size company, and they all love Google Apps for their own reasons. All right, here's a quick look at some other companies in other industries who are using Google Apps for their businesses. In addition to all the successful companies shown here on this slide, it's also important to mention that Google itself runs its $400 billion organization on Google Apps. And as you know, they are one of the most productive companies in the world. We here at Dido are also a huge Google Apps success story as we run 100% on Google's technology. Our team is spread out all over the U.S., but that doesn't stop us from meeting face-to-face every Monday at noon to discuss the work week ahead because we're using Google Hangouts. Our presentations and events are worked on the same way by team members all over the U.S., and we work on them together in real time. And it's honestly just a lot of fun to do, and our work is that much better because we all collaborated on it together. All right, how does a construction or trade company run on Google Apps for Business? We're going to take a look at how Acme Construction Company might run on Google Apps if they were in fact a real company. We'll also be showing you some demonstrations on some of Google's most powerful tools using our own company Google Apps setup here at Dido. So let's get started. All right, it all starts with a new customer. Tristan and Michael Melton are a young married couple. They are in the market for a new home, so they visited Acme's website and they filled out Acme's Google custom contact form seen here. Custom contact forms are an easy way for you to capture all the info you need by having people visiting your website fill out the info and submit it. And once they submit the info on how they want their house customized, Office Manager Jane, seen curiously amazed below, gets an email notification, and now she knows that they've got a new customer. Next thing for Jane to do is to go ahead and notify the team, and she's going to do that using some of her built-in communication features that come standard as the part of Google Apps for Business suite that she has set up there at Acme. So let's take a quick look at what Jane's Acme Gmail inbox might look like. All right, here's a look at Jane's Acme Gmail inbox. Jane loves her Gmail because she knows it's designed to make her more productive. 25 gigabytes of storage means she never has to delete anything. Powerful search lets her find everything, and labels and filters help her stay organized. Now let's take a look at some of these powerful tools in action with a live demonstration of how Jane might communicate with her team about the new clients. All right, so this is a look at my Dido inbox. As you can see, I've got it set up, customized for myself to work better. I've got a custom photo here in the background of my grandfather, number 43, playing football for the University of South Carolina back in 1946. I believe that's a game against Maryland. Some of you might want to go for a more traditional look. So if you did, you would go into themes, and you might want to just pick out something like, I like the Android one. And then you've got something that looks like this. You can also set up to how you view your messages. Here I've got it on a split pane, but you can do it horizontal and preview there, or you can do no split there. I like to go to the vertical split, as you saw before. And Gmail is really cool for a number of reasons. They've got a lot of cool ways for you to share information. Here is a great example of sending photos in Gmail. As you can see here, a friend of mine sent me some pictures that she took earlier, I think a couple years ago. It looks like it was Texas A&M versus Arkansas. And she might have attached these photos from her mail client, but they've showed up here in the preview pane. And this is something I can really appreciate. I love being able to see the photos as they come in. Another cool thing is you can put YouTube videos inside your messages. Here's an email that we're going to send out to all you guys at the end of the webinar. But some of those links are video links. And as you see here, you can watch some of these videos right from your Gmail inbox. All right. Now, some other things to point out. Over here, we've got our built-in communication features. This is an area where Jane might go to start letting the team know about the new custom contact form submission they have. So as you can see here, we've got options for video where I could start a Hangout. I can call a phone. And anybody here in this chat list to the right is online right now. So I'm going to find somebody and I'm going to notify them about the new contact form submission. Here's Megan. And when I chat Megan on the other side, you'll see that she's typing. And she's like, great news. And I might say something like, excellent. I'll organize the team for a Google Hangout. See you soon. And send it back. So she's getting that message. And chat is a really, really great feature because there's a number of things that you can do right from this chat window. If I wanted to do a video hangout, I could, thanks Megan. If I want to do a video hangout, I could click here. I could also call Megan at her computer, from my computer, from our inboxes, like we are on a telephone. We can add new people in. Something that's really cool here is that if she's not near her computer and you want to get her a message real quick, you can send her something on her phone. Here is a text message I'm sending you. And it looks like we got somebody else chatting me here. There's Matt. I'm about to organize a Hangout. Okay, so that's a quick view of how chat can work and how you can go ahead and text people, video call, etc. All right, let's see. The next thing for Jane to do would be to organize the team, and she's going to need to use her calendar for that. So here is an example of what Jane's Acme Google Calendar might look like. As you can see, she's got her company's corporate logo up here. She's got meetings set up that she's either set up herself or other people have invited her to and she's accepted. She's got other coworkers' calendars over here where she can see who's available when for scheduling meetings. And it's another really powerful tool for Jane to use to communicate. Let's take a look at a Gmail inbox, the Dido one, and then I'll go ahead and show you how she might organize the team for the team meeting about the Melton's Home project. All right, you would go into Calendar, and here's a look at my Dido calendar. And again, a bunch of very powerful built-in tools, and a couple of them that we'll point out to you real quick is, again, I've got my corporate logo here. I've got views that I can check out. I can do day, week, month, 4 days, agenda, all types of cool stuff. Over here, I've got my calendar set up, but if I wanted to check coworkers' availability, like let's check out Megan. I've got her calendar added to the calendar, and then maybe we want to check out what Matt's doing. And now I've got his information added in, so I can do this for any number of people and then find the best time for everybody to meet. And it's a real easy way to schedule. All right, now let's take a look at some other things. All right, here's a day view of how my calendar might look. You've also got the option to do something really cool here, which is browse interesting calendars. I'm a sports fan, so if you wanted to include your favorite sports team's schedule, Google's got you all set up already. Just going to basketball. Let's find the Dallas Mavericks. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to that. Let's go back to the calendar. Let's do week view. And now I know that the Mavericks are playing the Kings tonight and 9 p.m. So that's kind of cool. So that's just another cool thing you can do as far as browsing interesting calendars. Okay, here's a look at my schedule today. As you can see, I've scheduled a couple of things for myself. I had golf with Tiger this morning. I'm doing the webinar now, so that crossed it off for me. I've got basketball with Mark Cuban later on. I've got an award ceremony at 4, greatest person who ever lived. You are the winner. I might need to check up the location and possibly reschedule that because it's going to be cutting it close. So let's see where that's at. I can click on map from within the calendar invite, and boom. All right, this one's at the White House, and I'm in Texas, so I'm definitely not going to be able to make this one. But as you can see, they've got you all taken care of with maps. You can click on this, by adding the address within the calendar invite. So another really cool benefit there. Something else you've got, well, let's check this out again. This might be a good opportunity for us to check out voice. And I might need to get that canceled, so what I'll do is I'll click this out. I'll find Carl. And let's call Carl to his computer and tell him to go ahead and cancel that event for me. Hey, Carl, what's up, man? It's Damon. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing, Damon?
I'm good. Hey, I need you to cancel that thing at the White House tonight. I'm not going to be able to make it.
All right. It's the third time.
Well, I mean, I keep canceling. They keep, naming me the greatest person that ever lived. I mean, what can I do? But go ahead and cancel it for me. I appreciate it, bro.
No problem. Consider it done.
Thank you, sir. Okay, there's a quick example of how voice will work. All right, now back to this. We've showed you all that, and there's one more thing I'm going to show you before we do a calendar invite. here's my tasks. This is the stuff I've needed to get done this week. Wake up, dominate world. I got that done first thing. After that, it looks like I got fight crime and end corruption crossed off. I like to dominate the world and fight corruption before lunch. I've also got increased weekly excellence output by 50%. So far this week, I've only managed to be about 45% more excellent, so I'm not allowed to cross that one off yet. Give webinar. I'm doing that right now. Boom, done with that. And then turn down this week's political nomination request. Yeah, I've got some political nominations I got to turn down later. I'll do that in the evening. Right now, I need to work on creating a calendar invite. So let's see how Jane might organize her team using Google Calendar. What she'll do is type the subject of the meeting into the name area right here. And what we could do is add a Google Hangout. And what happens now is the team members can open up their calendars and then click on Join Hangout and then be taken to the video conference room when the meeting's ready to begin. All right, review of Melton Home Project. All right, and now I need to go ahead and notify all the guests that I need to come. So we'll get Megan on there. We'll get Steve on there. We'll get Matt on there. And we'll go through here. I've got the location. If I was going to add an address, if it wasn't a Google Hangout, I would add it here, and then Google would automatically find that location, and that's where you would be able to click on Map. Something else I should probably do here is add an attachment. Oops. And let me make sure I got all the guests in here. Okay, so what I'll do is add an attachment. And then this is a really simple way. I can either add it from my drive or I can upload a new attachment. And uploading is really cool because it's not like the uploading that we were brought up on. It's pretty much just click, drag, and share. So now I've got that in there, upload. So now that's the Melton's custom contact form submission. So when the team goes to meet, they've got a PDF. They could also have the document shared with them in Drive. Some people might need a PDF or a Word document or something like that. If you did need to include something like that, you could attach it. So we've got everything set up. Let's go ahead and save. As soon as I click save, it says, would you like to send invitations to your guests? Of course I would. So I just sent it to everybody. And now it's about to be time for the Google Hangout. Let's see. So what we need to do is take a look at what Acme's Google Hangout might look like. Now, after she clicks send, all the team members are notified via email about the meeting. And then once it's time, they might click on the Join Hangout meeting, and this is what an Acme Hangout might look like. As you can see, you've got the boss man here, and then you've got one of the project workers at a construction site. You've got another construction site worker at another site, somebody in the office. Looks like a disgruntled employee over here. But this is an example of how theirs might look, and we're going to do a live demo of how ours look right now. So from here, I would go into, let's do Start Hangout. I'll do that for my inbox. All right, we're going to name this Hangout Melton Home Project Meeting, and then we can add names in here. Let's add Megan. Let's add Steve. Let's add Matt. And what we can do now is we'll do a Hangout. All right. And as they get their invitations, they will start joining in one by one. Hello, Steve. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, Damon. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today on Google Hangout.
No problem.
Excellent. Who do we have next? Matt. How are you doing today, sir?
Good, sir. And yourself?
Good. Excellent. It is so great to see you on Google Hangout.
You as well.
So we are waiting on one more person, it looks like. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're going to get started here. This is a look at what Dido's Hangouts look like. And we're going to go ahead and do a simulated meeting of what the teams might talk about when they're talking about the Melton's home project design. So first, I'm assuming everybody on the team had a chance to read all the info. Steve, have you and the project design team had a chance to review the info?
Yes, we have. We're all set to move forward.
Excellent, excellent. That is what I'm talking about. And we got somebody arriving. Hey, Megan, how you doing? So Steve, go ahead and put on the angel halo since you and your team are my angels today. You guys actually got your work done. On to Matthew. Matt, have you and the finance team had a chance to review the information?
You know what? Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to take a look at it, but we've heard very, very good things.
Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. And since you enjoy being in the doghouse, why don't you go ahead and put on the dog face?
So sorry.
There you go. All right. I love the sign. Thanks for that. All right, guys, hang out for 1 minute while I demonstrate some of the other cool features. Over here, we've got chat available. Let's say I wanted to chat a link with the team. I could do so from there, and they could click on that. We can also do screen share from here. We're already doing screen share, so we'll have to skip that. Slide share, where you can go in and add slides for a meeting. Google Effects is one of my favorite, and that is what Matt and Steve are currently using right now. Now, since Steve and his team got the job done today, we might want to get you guys a round of applause. And this is what I hear every time Matt says anything. So that is a great example of how we do our Google Hangouts. And the next job is I need to get the project design team working and the finance team working. So I'm going to share some documents with you guys, and we'll get started, okay?
Very good.
Cool.
See you later.
Thanks, guys. All right, and we're back. So that was a great example of a Google Hangout. And give me 1 second. And we're back. Okay, now that the teams have met face-to-face, it's time for them to get to work. And the next tool that they're going to use is going to be Google Drive. And we're going to take a look at what Acme's Google Drive might look like, which is right here. All right, your corporate logo, again, in the top left. You've got the option to create all types of file types here. Google Drive on your Mac, PC, or mobile device or your browser gives you a single place for up-to-date versions of your files from anywhere. In addition to any file type you choose to upload, Google Docs are also stored in Google Drive. You can create, you can search right here, organize and view file types, which you can see over here, and then storage, of course. And we're going to go ahead and demo all of this one more time. Let's take a look at how the project design team might get started on their document. All right, now this is my Dido drive. This is where I store all my files at, and I've got a ton of files. So instead of having to search through all of them, taking forever, all I have to do is use a keyword that I know is in the document, and here is the Meltons. Everything that has the name Melton in it popped up. So let's go ahead and get the project design team together. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring other people on this document. Same way as calendar invites and other invites. We're going to add them by name. Steve, Megan, Matt, and I think we'll do a personal message where I can let them know what I'm looking for. Matt, please finish 1 through 4. Steve, 4 through 9. Megan, rest. Okay, so now we've got that done, and I've got everybody invited. I'm going to share it with them, and I am done. So now I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to wait for everybody to arrive on this document so we can all get started. It looks like Megan just showed up. Boom, there's 2, Megan and Steve, and we've got 1 more person invited, and there's Matt. So you guys know what to do. Let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see here, Megan has taken on her area with down here, 9 through 12. Steve is working on his areas over here. There's Steve's icon. There's Matt. And look at all this work that's just getting done so quickly. We've got everybody doing it on the same document. That eliminates multiple file versions. There's no emailing back and forth. It's always up to date because revisions are automatically saved. And it'll show you here who revised what last. You can even go back to older revisions. You can check out who's commented, and they will see that. And now let's take a look at, they've got their work done. I need to get some work done here, so I'm going to insert a blueprint, and I do that by, okay. What's happening here? Let's do this real quick. All right. Please confirm the lot number. Cool. See, and there's people commenting right away. And what I need to do is I need to add a blueprint in. So I will go right here. I will go to insert image, and then that'll happen. And then I'll insert this blueprint. It uploads it. And boom, there you go. The document just got that much more better. So down here I need to insert the finished project. So let's go ahead and get that image in there as well. And there's the finished project. So great job, guys. We've got comments, provision histories, we've got images. We just got this whole document done in a matter of minutes. And meanwhile, in another area of the cloud, the project budget and finance team is working on a Google spreadsheet. So what we'll do now is we'll go back to my drive, and we will go to the budget proposal. And this is a look at the budget proposal. Now, I need the budget team to all work on this the same as they just were with the proposal. So we'll invite those people in. Steve. Darn it. Megan. Share and save. Done. All right, and again, take a look up here to the right, and you'll see that they'll start showing up one by one. We've got 2 viewers on already, and they're going to go ahead and start filling in the data that they have for their cells in here. As you can see, Steve's working here, Megan's working down here, Matt's working right here, and they're just filling in all the information. So I'm sure that your mind is racing. You can figure out a million ways that you could use this type of technology. This is how Acme is using theirs, and it's just a better way to work. So that is that. Let's go back to we've taken a look at their drive, and we've watched them work on the proposal. We've seen the finance team working, got the spreadsheets done. Now, when they click save and share, the boss is notified on all his devices. In fact, if they all have Google Apps licenses, they're all notified on all their devices. Here you'll see that the boss is taking a look at the blueprint from his tablet. Right here you'll see another tablet where it's got somebody's inbox, or they're notified via their mobile phone that a document was shared with them. And from any of these devices, they can easily go in and edit any of it. So the boss likes working from his tablet, and he's not at the office. He can get it done quick, and doesn't have to wait for him to get back to the office. Okay, it looks like back at the office, Jane has a situation. It looks like she got a call from a site manager. Jane, a hailstorm hit the new Smith house at lot 241, and now a few of the custom roofing tiles need to be replaced. Do we have any teams nearby? Jane needs to see where her teams are out in the field and assign the nearest team to the job. So her next tool that she's going to be using is Google Maps Coordinate. All right, Google Maps Coordinate is a workforce management tool that improves the efficiency of your mobile teams. People are shown on a Google map, making it easy to assign jobs to the nearest available team member. By getting real-time visibility into where teams are and what jobs they're doing, work can be scheduled in a smarter, more efficient way. All team members can be seen on a Google map by assigning a job to the nearest worker. More tasks can be completed in a shorter amount of time. Administrators can dispatch jobs with the confidence that an individual's location is correct, and even if they're indoors, since Google Maps Coordinate integrates with Google Indoor Maps. So Jane takes a look at her Google Maps and sees that Acme Team 1 is the closest team to the job near Site 241. So next thing she does is assign it. She fills out all the information in the job description. As you can see here, this is how it might look as if it showed up on in the job list. And after she saves the job and assigns it, the team it's assigned to is notified. And this is Team 1's project manager. He gets the new job update. And it looks like with Maps Coordinate, your teams are easily updated about new assignments on their mobile, tablet, or laptop devices. Now, he's happy he just got the new job. He's seen there smiling. What he's saying under his breath, we'll never know. But another thing to point out here is that workers can be seen in a list of their jobs, and they can check in to show that they've started. This reduces miscommunication between the worker and the dispatcher. Workers are able to minimize downtime between tasks and complete a higher number of jobs per day. There's also data capture. Using their mobile device, workers can view detailed information about the job as well as add their own notes, which are immediately stored in the cloud, and this eliminates paper-based workflows, duplication of work, and saves the team from losing information. All right, now that that job was complete, let's take a look at some of changes that have come since Google Apps was introduced. In 2007, Google Apps was Gmail, it was Calendar, it was Docs. It still had 99% uptime, great security. It was only $50 per user per year. Okay, now it's 2012, several years later, and the innovations that Google has put into this technology is just not enough to even fit on this screen. But we wanted to point out some of the key ones that we felt were the most important changes that they've added in. Gmail has gotten a lot better, a million times better. Calendar, same deal. Docs is now Drive, and it's one of the greatest cloud storage file systems that have been released in forever. It's so much fun to use. You saw the collaborating. It's just another great piece of technology. They've also got things like available like Google Vault. That's email and email retention and e-discovery needs. They've just basically kept adding and kept adding and kept adding. And what they started with is all now so much more, still 99% uptime, still great security. We've got better support available, and the price is still $50 per user per year. So it's gotten a million times better, and they've kept the price the same. So you've got to appreciate that. Something that we want to talk about real quick is Chromebooks. That's another thing we here at Dido are experts on. Chromebooks are the simplest solution to fast, intuitive, and easy to manage computing at a dramatically lower price tag. They empower your workers from anywhere at any time. They're 100% web-based. If you're set up on apps already, basically a Chromebook would be all you need because you would just need a device to access all your information in the cloud. The best thing I get out of my Chromebook, and one of my most favorite things about my Chromebook, is that I am always able to video conference with excellent visual clarity, sound quality, anywhere I'm at, as long as I'm connected to the internet. It's a great, great device for putting your teams face-to-face when they're out in the field. All right, here's a quick look at what Dido is, or does, or has done. We are your Google Apps expert and implementation partner. We were founded in May 2007, and let me go ahead and I'll read this right here. Founded in May 2007, Google Apps premier partner and Chrome device reseller. We provide Google Apps evaluation, deployment, integration, change management, development, and support services. Migration experts, Microsoft Exchange, Lotus Notes, Novell GroupWise, and Webmail. We are your #1 ranked Google trainers. We are workflow and development specialists, and we are your authority on mobile and distributed teams. All right, here is something really great for companies that are already set up on legacy systems and you were interested in testing out Google Apps. We have Test Drive available, and Test Drive makes it easy to try Google Apps without disrupting your current production environment. We create the Google Apps accounts, simulated legacy environment, and develop a custom set of exercises based on the specific success criteria and use cases you present to us. With Test Drive, we've created a simulated legacy environment using virtual machines, and these virtual machines are configured with Google's suite of user provisioning and migration tools. These tools are configured to migrate and provision data from our simulated legacy environment to the Google Apps account you'll be test driving. It's a really cool way to experience Google Apps. If you're already set up on another system, I highly recommend it, and you can do that by visiting didoweb.com /test-drive, or just go to the website didoweb.com and you can find the test drive area in one of the drop-down menus. Okay, something, if you're a small business owner, ask us about our small business startup packages. We love your small business. Dido is a small business that has grown from 1 employee to 2007 to over 30 today. During this time, we've worked with hundreds of other SMBs as they have gone Google, and it's been our pleasure to provide ongoing expert advice and services to all of our customers in the years following their initial deployments. We know every time a small business customer adds a license, their business is growing just like ours. Okay, here's some upcoming events that we have coming up. If you are in any of these areas, we've got more Google Apps information and events for you. It looks like mid-February we're going to be in Newark, New Jersey, Richmond, Virginia, and Charlotte, North Carolina. You can also visit the website for all those updates. We've also got something really cool we just started, which are blog office hours every Thursday from 11 to 12 p.m. Eastern. That is a great time for anybody with Google Apps questions to sign on and ask one of our experts, because we'll be glad to provide any type of advice you need during those hours. All right, thanks for attending. Right about now, you're probably getting an email from us. That email is an outline of all the stuff that we've taken a look at today. It's got some really great videos in it that can keep you, continue to get excited about Google Apps. It's also got a cost savings calculator where you can go in there and type in number of employees, and then you can estimate the amount of money your company will save. And we've also got personalized websites available for any of you. If you're a 1 to 5 user company, or you're a 250 user company. If you want to go ahead and get a personalized website sent to you that outlines all the benefits of Google Apps and what it can do for you in every angle, just let me know. Here's all my contact information. Just email me and we'll talk about it. I can get a personalized website sent to you in seconds, just in case you need to show somebody else what you saw today. So again, my name is Damon Tackett. I'm your Google Apps project foreman. I look forward to hearing from any and all of you, and we're going to go ahead and open it up for questions, and I believe Matt McLaughlin's going to go ahead and take over from here.
Yeah, Damon, thanks. We do actually have a couple of questions that have come in here. One of the first ones, what if we only want to use Drive and Calendar within our organization? Do they actually have to use Gmail as well?
Okay, you're handling the answers too, right?
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. So my apologies here. Absolutely. So you actually do have the ability to turn off certain services and turn on certain services, and they even break down into certain org levels as well. So if you want to turn on, let's say, Drive just for a certain org in your domain, they can have Drive turned on or off. Ultimately, yes, you do not have to use all the applications. You can just use ones that that you need to have access to. So it is a very flexible application. Okay.
Excellent. And do we have anybody else questioning in today, Matt?
Yes, we do. We got a couple more that have come in throughout the presentation here. One is if some users want to continue using Outlook, is that possible? And yes, that is a possibility. Even though we do encourage the use of the web interface, we firmly believe that it is a fully functioning interface for mail, calendaring, like we demonstrated earlier today, document collaboration, a full suite there that's very beneficial. But if users do want to have that that familiarity with their email interface, they can use Outlook through a couple of different programs that are offered. And if you, we can answer those questions a little bit in more detail when you contact us. But know that it is a possibility here. And one other question that we did receive here, I actually had two more here that I see that have come in. Hang tight 1 second. One of them is, what if I don't have an internet connection? And that's a great question. That's actually one that we receive with every client. We promote this mobile environment, and a lot of the times you may not have an internet connection available to you. So one of the great things that Google Apps does offer is our offline applications. And when we mention that, I mean you can access your mail offline, your calendar events, and even your Google Drive documents. And what's even
Should we show something, Matt? Like, I think I can show them from here.
Sure. Well, you're going to be connected online right there because you're actually connected here via the internet, so it's going to bring up your application. But
I've also got an option for offline docs here that's
Right.
available where you can edit documents when you're offline, and then once you are back into an internet connection, it automatically updates the changes that you made to those documents while they were offline.
yeah, so for those of us that travel a lot, or maybe on the road, and you may not have a connection when you're bouncing from job site to job site. I mean, most of us have smartphones where we can connect here, but it is possible. And the other caveat there that I want to point out is that these offline applications work when using the Google Chrome browser. They're applications that you can download from the Google Play Store the Google Chrome Store, and you can add those to your Chrome browser and begin to use the offline features there. So again, very, very flexible there. We do have a couple more questions that have come in as well. One of them is, what if our server, this one actually just came in here, what if our server isn't friendly to Google or Android services? They are set up for Microsoft RMAC interfaces. So that's a great question. Again, the apps platform works off of it works in the cloud. So essentially, when you connect to Google Apps and you move your data over, you're in a way kind of getting rid of your servers. You have the ability to do that. So I think maybe what we want to do is maybe have you contact so we could take a closer look at your environment and maybe kind of give you even more specific advice as to how your environment and your services or your servers would interact with the with Google Apps. So, but we've dealt with similar organizations, probably very similar to the way you're set up. We could definitely work through that for you there. And then one of the last questions, I think, and you had mentioned this here earlier. Is it possible to test Google Apps out? And it is possible. And Damon, if you want to expand on that, I know you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, could you actually repeat it? You broke up a little bit there.
Oh, my apologies. Yes, a user was curious if it was possible they could test drive, run a test drive of Google Apps, really just kind of get in and get a feel for what it does have to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that you could email me direct on. My contact information is up here on the screen. We did mention Test Drive, which you can read up on Dido's website, which is didoweb.com. Then look for the drop-down menu for an area where it outlines Test Drive. And then from there, you can take a look at what all it entails, and then email me direct, and then what we could do is get you all set up from there.
Very good. Yeah, I'm part of the change management department here at Dido. I've worked with organizations that have gone through and tested the product. They really get a chance to dive in and take a look and make sure that this is a good fit for them, and know that they always have us to kind of lean on when it comes to very specific questions, general questions, really anything you need. You've got a team of experts here at Dido that can help you out and get you through that testing period. So I think it's a great opportunity to get familiar with Google Apps as well as the Dido team. So we would encourage you to contact us and begin testing Google Apps.
Cool. Excellent. And what other questions we got in there, Matt? Do we have any left?
I think that that is it right here. I'm reviewing, and I think I've covered the ones that have come in. So I appreciate everybody taking the time to post those questions. Very, very good questions, and hopefully we were able to give you some good answers.
Cool. Excellent. And I really appreciate everybody's time today. Again, I encourage you to contact me direct with questions. If you guys are looking to do a test drive, get some Google licenses to get your business started, switch away from your current email platform, anything. Just give me a call. We'll talk about it. And again, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. And this was Google Apps for the construction and trades industry. This is Damon Tackett, your Google Apps project foreman, signing off. We'll see you guys next time.